On the last episode, the cadets took a detour from the regularly scheduled program, racing to find a safe port before they were intercepted by the Mercane. Following the eerie guidance of something within Ace, the company arrived at a smuggler's port, hidden within an asteroid.
Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back to Astral Agents and Boats. I'm your friendly neighborhood Ratbastard GM Kiwi, and let me introduce you to the rest of the crew who will be rolling with us through Wildspace this evening. Agent Kabuki, introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, this is Kabuki. I'm playing Axel, a Leonin barbarian. He was a human, now he's stuck in a Leonin body. I don't know what we're getting into tonight. It's the last one could be a little crazy, so let's see what we get into.
Hey everybody, I'm Viz V-Islands. I'm playing Prince Ominius, currently captain of this crew. He is currently trapped in the body of like a ratty shifter. And yeah, I'm also very curious to see what's going on at this settlement. Like, so yeah, let's go.
Hi, Goonie reporting in. I'll be playing the part of Ace, a swashbuckling half-elf who has found himself in the body of a Githyanki.
I am playing Dr. Carey, who is a wizard, who does cast the spells, but is in a body of a sword-swinging Thry Kreen. And for the record, Dr. Carey thinks that singing is very frivolous, and she is not at all comfortable with her singing voice. And when she's in the choir, she stands in the very back row and mutters the words as quietly as she possibly can.
We are going into uncharted territories tonight. We're going off book, and our crew have flown into a new wild space system on the edge of the Dagobah system, and they have found a hidden smuggler's port inside the eye of a skull-shaped asteroid. And they have just docked there. Is there any information that anyone would like to add to remind about the situation that got you there, your purpose there, just so those who have joined the stream and maybe aren't up to date have some context for what is about to unfold? What are some key details?
Well, the reason we're here is essentially to find a safe, quote-unquote, neutral area to do a trade-off with a organization, a group called the Mercane. And we had a mission from earlier, basically, to find and infiltrate the enemy elements, or the hostile elements who've been coming into Inc., which is our organization. So we're trying now to meet with these Mercane to have a deal with them, come up with some sort of deal with them, and hopefully use that as an opportunity to infiltrate their organization and find out a little bit more about what they have going on and what they're trying to, what their operations are, basically. So that's why we're here in this particular area. It was basically the closest sort of neutral ground we could find, and there are a couple other settlements in this system, but this seemed to be the safest one, the least bizarre one. The other one was like a hive of galaxy conquering ants. So that's their ambition. So we settled on this area, so that's why we're here.
Excellent. Any other details that anyone else feels that we should add to the forefront of our consciousness?
We're on our way to see the singing Bella.
Captain Bella is the person who seems to be in charge of this smuggler's port, and there has already been some harmonizing upon arrival. Yes. So essentially this port, if you have imagined it from above, this upside down skull that you saw as you interacted with that colony of space conquering ant people, the actual housing was kind of in the walls of the whole of what would be the base of the skull, right? And you could see that went very deep into the asteroid. So you can imagine that as you've come into the eye of this smuggler's port, that the depth of the ant colony can't be too far away physically separated from this actual port. Maybe there's a thin element of rock that still separates them, but perhaps they are fairly close in physical relation to each other, though separate. Another reminder was that you saw, as you flew off from your interaction with the Ant Formian officials, that another spelljamming ship came into land behind them, a dragonfly-shaped ship. So you have that detail as well. Okay. Anything else, or should we kick into it?
Also, Ace unknowingly led us to this place. He had some kind of vision.
Oh, right.
Remember, he spoke some words that were really weird, and that's how we kind of found it and found out that up was down and down was up and down was safe.
Yes.
And up was not.
There was a name that emerged in Ace's dream as you guys began to connect deeper with the new bodies that your minds are in. What was the name that emerged in Ace's dream? Can you recall for us?
It was Ustara.
Ustara. Okay. All right. So the tyrant ship that you're currently using has just landed on the dock of the smuggler's port, coming around the side because your ship was too big to get into the narrow opening where most boats would sneak in. And there are two buccaneers there on the port, looking rather curious as you, as a crew, descend onto the wooden docks. And one of the buccaneers, in a very musical tone, says, or sings rather, "Is that the razor, or do I just fantasize?" The other responds, looking very curious, directly looking at Ace. "He looks like Ustara. Can't be in reality." The other responds, "Open your eyes and see." And then they stop singing and both shout, "Captain Bella! You're gonna want to see this!" And the doors open some moments later, and a massive woman, massive in all senses of the word, she stands at least 8 foot tall, wide, broad shoulders, massive curves on the hips, in the chest, very, very voluptuous, swaggers out onto the docks. And as she does, from above, ropes just come down, shoo, 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 and buccaneers slide down these ropes from all directions, hanging. Windows open, more buccaneers just pop out in unison, almost as like a choreographed moment. And all of a sudden there's over a dozen of these buccaneers just kind of like staring out at the group standing there on the docks. And there are whispers amongst them. "It's him! He's alive! Oh, poor Bella. She was abandoned by him when they were barely engaged." And Bella roars, "Quiet! I'm not a poor girl. I need no sympathy because I'm easy come." And in unison, all of the buccaneers sing, "You're the buccaneers for me tonight." So if I go like this, you're the chorus, okay? So she says, "Easy come,
Easy go.
little high, Any way the astral wind blows doesn't really matter to me. And all of her buccaneers sing.
Ace, what is happening?
I don't know.
Suddenly,
I'm still lost, boy. You don't really know me. Got it.
Bella's attitude changes, the rhythm changes. Barustara, I'm gonna kill you, man. Put a gun against your head. And all of the buccaneers sing.
Pull the
Trigger, no, don't put dead.
Someone gets it wrong and they're like, shut up, Jeff! Bella continues, Ostara, our love had just begun, and now you went and threw it all away. Ostara! And the buccaneers sing. Beautiful, beautiful. You all have inspiration.
We already did, damn it.
Ah, well, you're just too good then. You're just too good. Bella continues, I'm sure you didn't mean to make me cry, but you left this, and I thought you'd be back again tomorrow. And everyone sings.
Carry on.
Carry on.
No, Jeff, no! He was gone. He was gone. And Bella's holding in her hand something that hangs from a silver chain. Can you describe what hangs from the silver chain for us, Ace? As something in your gut seems to recognize what she's holding in her hand.
Yeah, it immediately catches my eye. I'm not sure why, but just hyper focused on this thing and not all these buccaneers surrounding me, about to apparently kill us. And it's a silver pendant, amulet type thing, with two serpents, or maybe they're dragons. One's biting one's tail and the other's biting another. And in the center of it, there's an open, unblinking eye.
All right, so just in case you didn't catch that, a silver pendant with like a Ouroboros of snake eating its own tail, and an unblinking eye in the center of it is what dangles from this silver chain. What is Ace's reaction to what's going on? What do we see from him?
Probably a lot of confusion, I would imagine. Just wonder, confusion. There's sparks of recognition about the name, I would think. Where did I hear that before? Oh, the dream. And just basically confusion.
So at that point, as in your confusion, this massive ogress pirate captain staring straight at you, holding this pendant that you seem to recognize, demands, explain yourself, Ustara.
Well, I believe I can, in a way. You see, I don't know Ustara. It's a name I've just recently learned. My name is Ace. I'm from somewhere far, far away, and I was put inside this body against my will, I should add. I don't know what happens to the person, Miss Ustara, who used to wear it. I assume nothing good.
When you say that you're in Ustara's body, there's a communal gasp from all of the buccaneers. Bella, however, doesn't look impressed. She says, "You're just a little silhouette of my man. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango and from above, with like a explosion of smoke that appears from everywhere, swinging on with one arm from a rope, this feline character swings into the scene. This black-furred tabaxi with tall, gorgeous-looking black leather boots and this kind of white coloring to the parts of the face reminiscent of something that you might have seen on a band named Kiss, and comes perfectly to land on the dock with absolute style. And some of the buccaneers cheer, Galileo! 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 And the Tabaxi bard introduces himself. I am Galileo Figaro Scaramouche. Thunderbolts and lightning. And everyone says...
Very, very frightening.
Frightening.
Beautiful. Beautiful. The Tabaxi bard just kind of struts over to Ace and starts pacing around him. So this is your Gith boy from your Gith Yankee family? And Bella replies, he is my Gith boy who doesn't love me. And he turns to ask Bella, spare him his life or send him to the monstrosity. Bella answers, easy come, easy go. And then she turns to her buccaneers. Should we make him go? Everyone in unison shouts, Scaramouche, should we make him go?
No. Does
Dr. Carey pipe up?
I think she's doing a lot of nudging Ace with his elbow to. Scaramouche, do the fandango.
This is where my knowledge of the songs falls through. I'm like, what's the rhythm here?
Scaramouche turns back to the Buccaneers and says again, should we make him go? And everyone's like, make him go! Should we make him go? Everyone cheers again.
Make him go!
Putting away the pendant between her breasts, Bella says, Beelzebub has a devil put aside for you. And everyone chants, for you! Jeff!
Zominius will step forward and try to sing into the rhythm. No.
Oh.
No!
And as your beautiful singing voice emerges from above the chorus, the Tabaxi's head snaps and your eyes lock. And he walks straight towards Zominius. And you can see him looking up and down at your magnificent red jumpsuit. He seems very impressed.
As he should.
He begins walking around you. You're not sure if it's with appreciation or with menace. And he says, now, who is this cool cat? No. Who is this cool rat wearing such silky threads? Someone shouts, he must be a bard! A singer! A dancer! One shouts, a candlestick maker! Someone says, shut up, Jeff. He's not a candlestick maker.
In fact, I have dabbled in the candlestick making at some points, but I am a bit of a singer. And even though I have no rhythm or do not know the song that you're singing, allow me to say we can be friends. We can be friends.
There's a communal gasp of, he is a bard! And you hear a voice from right in the back, maybe Jeff. See, he is a candlestick maker.
I said I dabbled.
Well, still. The Tabaxi Bard says, friendship. I suggest something else. I suggest a bard battle. And everyone's like, yeah! A bard battle!
Damn, son!
Bard battle, bard battle, bard battle. And they start amping it up. Do you accept, stranger, in the tight red jumpsuit? I, Galileo Figaro Scaramouche, challenge you and your crew to a bard battle. A battle of the bards, if you will.
Zobedius,
enthusiastic about this.
yeah, he
was that
glances
for
back
Dr.
at his crew and he's like,
I'm nodding. Ace is nodding. Dance off? Dance off? Sing off?
Axel, it's a battle of singing, not killing. No killing.
Damn it! Where's the wine?
It will be a battle of coolness, the Tabaxi Bard clarifies.
This is getting worse. This is getting worse for a second.
So, do you accept, foreign bard?
Our Captain Zoe is the coolest.
Thank you, Axel, and you are correct. And I do accept your battle. I must warn you, I am quite practiced in the arts of exchanging lyrical blows.
Good. It's been a while since I've had a proper bard battle. Replies.
Same
Now-
here, and Zobedius is rolling up his jumpsuit sleeves and stuff, kind of stretching.
We
What
better
are
get
the
the
rules?
Will support you in your battle. Who is your band, bard? Let me introduce you to mine. And he snaps his fingers, and from the crowd of buccaneers on the docks, you see some others emerge. You see this massive orc. Piercings all over, tattoos all over. Travis Moon, he introduces himself, and he pulls from his belt 2 drumsticks, which he swirls around his fingers and just starts whacking on the wood. A girl moves into the fore. She introduces herself. Ariana Aguilera on vocals. This little satyr, little goat man with little goat lyrics, kind of skips up and pulls out a flute. Buddy Tull on the flute. And the last one to emerge is this huge minotaur from the back. And he pulls out a cowbell. And I'm Jim on cowbell.
Fucking Jeff.
So, which of you can also select, because Estria is not here tonight. You can all try to participate. You do have to pass a coolness test in your introduction of 12 performance to be cool enough to participate, and you can choose an NPC to replace Estria to support you in your Battle of the Bards. So, how does Zemenius make sure that he's not going to be left alone in the Battle of the Bards, and he pulls his crew in with him?
He turns back. Well, first of all, he turns back and just sees how everyone's reacting. So, like, what does everyone look like?
Nice,
when
nice.
they are
Good
seeing
stuff.
this? Yeah.
Dr. Carey's absolutely doing the Homer Simpson fading into the bushes. Jeff.
Dr.
McKevin's pretty cool.
No,
Come on now,
he's-
Doctor.
It's the opposite of that.
Now, of course, you can use other skills to be cool, to replace performance by using your magical or physical abilities. That is, of course, absolutely on the table.
So Minius will just seeing kind of Dr. Carey fading into the background. He'll quickly kind of move up and hold on to one of the doctor's like spindly bug limbs and say, Dr. Carey, you are one of the coolest people I have ever met. Trust me, we're gonna blow them out of the water. Just have a little faith in yourself. All right, you gonna stand with me?
I feel like you're lying directly to my face. You know who's really cool. People think Vina is pretty cool, right? You're cool by like being condescending to people, yeah.
I mean, I think Vina actually will be in the band probably, but have you ever heard of a thing called math rock? Trust me, it's about people who use their understanding of the way that the world works to make things work. Trust me, you'll be able to help us. You won't be up front, don't worry, but you'll be able to support us with your magic and with your skillful, incisive mind.
Okay, maybe if I put my mind to it, I'll invent something called a keytar in the next few minutes. All right, give me a few seconds.
All right, have faith in yourself. And how's everyone else looking?
Oh, Axel is definitely down. He's down to battle anytime.
Hell yeah. All right, yeah. So he just kind of Zamius looks over at Axel and he sees that he's ready. Just gives him a wink, like, attaboy.
All right, let's start there then. How does Axel put himself in joining in the band?
So, you know how Axel has his bandolier. He kind of goes back, looking like he's going to grab his greatsword, but right next to it, he grabs a flute and throws it up into the air. And as it goes forward, he starts tumbling and doing flips. And he goes to catch it in air, and he goes, Axel on flute.
Of course, that roll receives advantage because you've already got your inspiration and you all sung with me, so I think it's only fair that your introductions have earned, without having to spend your inspiration, advantage.
Nice. And also, Zaminius is like, as they walk by him, he is tapping them and giving them guidance. Each person as they do the introduction.
Oh, nice.
Just give them like, all right.
So performance for that one?
Yeah, but with advantage.
Nice.
Ooh.
Caught the flute in the air. You see the satyr. Well, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Satyr. The satyr.
Yeah.
The satyr Tull, just kind of like eyes locked on Axel, not seeing anyone else, just like looking very serious. From his big smile disappears.
Sweet.
So the whole time, I imagine I've been just trying to strike a cool pose while everybody is, showing off around me, and this battle is starting up. And I will pull out my pan flute from inside my jacket and say, I also play a little tune. And then I'll say, but that's not my real skill. I am a dancer. And I start, I do a spin and land in the splits and pop back up and just, start crunking up against the bar.
No one has seen these moves before. Just like this.
Are you gonna be the dude?
Nuts.
You're gonna be the dude whose job is just to skank the whole time in the background?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a glorified hype man.
Like one of the members of the Pussycat Dolls, right? They're just the dancers.
Yeah.
Yeah. My art is the dance. We were saying.
You have advantage. That is enough to. That is still enough. However, but you do have advantage to be even cooler. So that is a 16.
Moderately cool.
The crunking is well received. There is some. Ooh, what is this we're seeing? It's new.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. There's one guy in the back who's really into it. His life has changed by this by crumping. He's like, whoa.
He's already trying it out. He's like,
do
that. Like,
cool.
what? Hang on.
He seems so free.
Dr. Carey has not been able to blend into the background. Zemenius has urged Dr. Carey to participate. How does Dr. Carey respond in this incredibly awkward social situation for her?
I think she sort of goes, oh, okay, well, no, it's math, right? So music is math. It's subdivide and you can exponentiate. You can do it. Okay, and she remembers again as she's sort of flailing around. She remembers again that she has 4 set of arms. So she realized she can sort of do different pats. So she sort of starts tapping out some rhythms. I think like being a 4-arm drummer is the way that she's gonna go. And also, so I'm gonna do drums. She's sort of patting. She's clearly, she loses the beat 3 or 4 times. But also, I don't know, pyrotechnics, right? Pachoo, pachoo, pachoo. And she shoots some fire bolts, and she turns one firebolt goes over this way. She's, I can make this one ice fireball. Pachoo. She tries to make a rainbow of different firebolts using her scribes to cast the bolts into different types of energy as they fly out.
Nice. Zemenius gives you guidance, but he also takes an extra moment to say, "Atta girl, doctor. You've got him," and gives the doctor bardic inspiration as she goes by.
Nice.
All right, here we go. Oh boy, natural 20.
Okay, with the crit, you can carry that advantage into your first performance as well. So your advantage carries over into the actual first song played by the group.
Sweet.
Nice, and the butterfly of the bardic inspiration is still fluttering around the doctor. Lasts for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Which means, and I can do it with that.
You can add it to your roll when you
it's still there. I see. You're just giving me another.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Just letting you know that's still there.
You see the Captain Beller is kind of like looking at Dr. Carey's 4 arms, and you see a third arm come around from the side of her with one of her other 2 arms, and she like claps the 4-handed performance, drawing a kind of look of like, what are you clapping for from Scaramouche? Do you have a 5th member, Bard? Scaramouche asks. So would you like to add someone else from the crew to support you as a 5th member, an NPC?
Yes, I think Vina. We'll add Vina. I think Zemenius will go over and whisper, to Astral, like, as my first mate, I give you the responsibility of watching our guests and the people that we rescued. Make sure that there's no funny business happening. So Astral will kind of be keeping watch, making sure this is not all like a huge distraction. So she'll be watching, and then he'll turn to Vina and say, "You strike me as the type that has dabbled in the arts as a youth. Am I correct?"
She says, "I can sing a bit. I don't know any instruments, but I can sing a bit."
Well, performance is all about the attitude, and Vina, darling, you have much of that, so come on and join us. Introduce yourself. And he will give her guidance.
Okay. So she's gonna strut forward and go and just like look straight at the singer on the other group, Ariana Aguilera, and she's like, "Work it, bitch! I'm Vina." Slaps.
All right.
So she's got a +3. Okay, so she's gonna take the 7 + 3. So yeah, she's the
23. Or
yeah, it would be plus whatever the D4 was from your inspiration as well. Oh,
24.
Nice. Okay, so 24. You see Ariana Aguilera kind of like take 2 steps back, not expecting such aggression. Scaramouche is like, wasps form up, and the group kind of comes around him and they start like clicking together, kind of like walking towards you. They're like
we need a band name. Oh no.
Yeah. So, what is the name of your bard band? And who is the leader? Who are you, Bard? So Zemenius is yet to make his introduction.
Oh, Yeah, and then there is a silence as Somenius just kind of looks down. And then a flame erupts right before him as he casts Create Bonfire, and he steps through the flame, separating it with control flames, and he says, I am Zomenius Solari IV, and it is your honor to be facing me in this bard battle. I lead this band, and our name shall be... Any suggestions?
Our name shall be... Long pause. Guys, what's our name?
I'm thinking...
Yeah, look back.
I think we could be like the inky depths or the inky darkness or something cool like that, right? See the ink thing? See how I'm thinking?
Yeah, he leans back, he's hand out. We shall be the Ink Society of Flaming Brilliance. That's right, we're the Ink Society of Flaming Brilliance, and it is your honor to face us.
Okay. Are you good to carry on, Kabuki?
Oh no, this happened earlier.
Okay.
Oh,
She just got back. So I was checking on her. That's all.
No worries.
Sorry.
Okay, just checking. Okay. Everyone's kind of like, that's a long name. Did you catch that? I didn't catch it. No, I didn't catch it.
Yeah.
You can just shorten it to Ink
got my
Society.
hand
That's all right.
A little bit, but
Oh shit, that's great. Cats are... I love a cat, but they hurt. Do I need to make my performance check?
No, I'm just gonna say that does not require a performance check. Everyone is impressed. Okay. Everyone is impressed.
hell yeah.
We are kind. We are the wasps, and they all click and move backwards in unison. They kind of swish their hair over to look very reminiscent in style of what was the two gangs that were like in that musical together?
Oh yeah,
The Jets and the
Sharks.
The Jets and the Sharks, something like that.
I think it was, yeah.
They're all of their hair kind of all suddenly looks like that, and they say, "You can perform your song first. We will go next." So, if you come up with a cool rock title for your song, rock-themed song, everyone will get +1 on their performance check. If you can give it a space rock twist to the title, everyone will get another +1 to their performance check. And if you can use any of the lyrics from the song to fit the theme and change it in some witty way, you'll earn another +1 to your performance check. And if you add any actual performance yourself, I will award you with another +1 to your performance check. You can use magic or any other skills to supplement the performance skill if it's appropriate. And you're actually going to direct your performance to one of the band members of your choice. You could each direct it to someone, or you could like target someone and try and like take them out with your coolness. So basically your performance is going to be an attack on them, and they've got so many cool points to be reduced to 0. You're also going to have your own cool points. Your first performance check is going to be added to your constitution, and that's going to be your cool points. And if they're reduced to 0, then you're basically knocked out of the challenge.
All right, so we need a name first, so start there.
Space rock, asteroid, skull asteroid. We're on. Can we? Is it cool to threaten people?
Sometimes, occasionally.
Seems in the
We're gonna rock your skull into the cosmos.
Rock your skull into the cosmos. Rock is like not. I like rock, but I'm like it's not my deep genre. Really, I'm like.
I feel like we're kind of a sort of a space oddity, if you will.
Yeah, I'm going to like. Is the Red Hot Chili Peppers rock like in terms of vibe? Like I'm thinking, I go to like soft rock. That's what I'm going to. But what are you guys going to mentally? Let's kind of get a theme in terms of where our heads at. What are you guys thinking? Was that like a Rock Me Amadeus vibe you're going for? Win?
I think Carrie is thinking very gothic dark, but she's also the least cool of anyone here and has no concept of how music works. So,
like Metallica or Avenged Sevenfold actually is.
I am not substantially cooler than Dr. Carey.
Backcountry. Backcountry is not a cool song, I don't think. But space, like space country, Spelljammer country.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe welcome to Ink City. I kind of like that because we're representing Ink, right? So how about that for a name?
Are you taking that from the Guns N' Roses "Welcome to the Jungle"?
No, but it did sound very in that like it would be one of those songs. So I'm not surprised that it is. But that's Guns N' Roses. Okay. Welcome to Ink City.
We got fun.
There you go. There you go. So are we actually taking like a song and like
if you're able, if you can take a song for like so that you have some reference, right? You can if you make up like a song, send that as well too.
I wasn't sure if that's what you're going for. No,
I thought that might be easier for you, right? Just like take a well-known song and then like put a twist on it.
Right.
But if you come up with like your own song, then sweet as. I thought that would be asking a little bit too much, but.
And that would be a little tough. I mean, maybe for one person, but to all like kind of collaborate on that would be pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty
That'll
crazy.
just be the next 3-4 hours as we put together.
Yeah, we're just slowly writing. Okay, so I don't know that Guns N' Roses song, but do you know that song, Goonie? Or so maybe we should pick one that Kubiki. Do you like rock?
I like. No, not usually. Not usually. This is gonna be really tough for me. Like I listen to like instrumental stuff, like Lindsey Sterling and like cellos, and I listen to a lot of. So.
Yeah, I do too. Sometimes for sure.
Are we talking about the violinist Lindsey Sterling?
Yeah.
Doesn't she like take all sorts of like music and then put it like in a modern?
She does. Yeah. She does.
Okay, so. She can rock out for sure.
You know, Run DMC like to talk about rocking, and Ace just said that he wanted to be the color man, so we could have Ace do the Flava Flav.
It's true.
They've got like that one famous like rock
tricky
that rock song.
Yeah, they did Walk This Way with Aerosmith.
Walk This Way with Aerosmith. There you go.
Rock This Way.
I will say there's a Rammstein song that's going in my head thinking of the flute where it's like and I can't remember what the song was.
What's it called? Rammstein?
It's a Rammstein song, yeah.
You can I'm sure you could build that into what was the song you said that you're suggesting, Win? The Walk This Way?
I guess I just suggest. I guess yes. I think that's
mashup with Rammstein.
Yeah, it's already basically okay. It's already a mashup. So yeah, a triple mashup. Space theme.
So Rock This Way, or you want to settle on that one?
Rock This Way.
I'll accept that as a title for a +1.
Space theme.
We are kind of on a rock, space rock.
White, the Seven Nation Army. That's a classic.
Yeah. It's just it's played at every sports game nowadays. Is basically.
That's true. I know the fucking Walk This Way is played at my job all the time. So.
Really?
I don't want.
It's not actually a song I like.
I know. I'd like to do, but it's been beaten out of me. I'm like, do I want to riff on that for the next 40 minutes? Probably not.
I mean, we're already on a Queen beat here. We could just, do We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
But all right. I mean, I'm down to play with whatever you guys want to play with.
The Queen. I think the Queen song. I think We Will Rock You is very easy.
That's a good tactic.
Yeah, it is.
And what would the Bowie song be? It would just be Space Oddity. I don't know that. I don't think I know that song well.
All right. Can I throw out one last option for a song?
Maybe. Maybe we will de-asteroid you.
We will asteroid you.
I do want to throw Kashmir as a song. Led Zeppelin. Does anyone know that one?
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Is it the one that goes,
Alright,
ramble on?
No, that's Ramble On.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that Diddy did it for a while. It's
Oh yeah.
ba-da-dum, 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 ba-da-dum.
Oh, let the sun beat down
Yeah.
on my face.
I'm
Alright.
a traveler of both time
Yeah.
and space. Yeah. I like that. That feels a little bit thematic.
Oh, that's a great song. It's a great song.
That's all I got.
That's all you
Yeah,
need.
so-
That's literally all you're gonna need.
Yeah. So I say Kashmir. You guys okay with that? Now we can play with that?
I like that one. Or the
Alright.
one from.
I feel that
School of
Win
Rock.
knows that song and has already put in a
I do have that. Well, I mean, he literally says he's a traveler time and space, so
It's literally very much already on there.
Okay.
Just
Is there
say
any
whatever.
playing with the title though, if you get that +1 instead of going straight Kashmir?
Kashmir. Like, I want to send her a Ace a little bit because this is kind of they know him. Ace-mere.
Oh, nice. All right, I'll take
I like
Ace
Ace-mere. Yeah.
Okay, Ace Mir.
Hey, come on. We're centering you, Ace, in this performance. Let's consider this your reintroduction to these people. So we go Ace Mir, and now we need some lyrics. The lyrics.
I think the lyrics already for choosing that song are so good for being
Yeah,
a traveler
they're
through time and
so good.
space.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give that as nicely picked. So
Okay.
take another +1. That's 2. It's a +2 to your performance check so far.
Okay.
Any specific lyrics that you might be changing to get the extra bonus?
I mean, yeah, I do actually love this song. The lyrics are great.
the problem with Led Zeppelin is already full of Dungeons and Dragons shit to begin with.
It really is. It really is.
It's true. It's true.
So how about this? So this is the original verses. All I see turns to brown as the sun burns the ground, and my eyes fill with sand as I scan this wasted land. Try to find the way I feel. Turns to all I see turns to blue as the sun burns the sky, as my eyes fill with stars as I scan this vast land. Try to find the way I feel. So it's about traveling the starry sky versus traveling a desert, endless desert.
Beautiful. Okay, nice.
Great.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna let Zemenius kick off how the song begins, what the atmosphere is, and then each person is gonna add to that as to what you particularly are adding to the ambience of the song in your own way, whether it be visual effects, dancing, or some other way, or with actual instruments, singing, and what have you. Whatever role you roll here, you will establish your coolness points added to your Constitution score to give you your Constitution bonus, to give you a total coolness point pool. So whatever you roll will be doubled, and then added your Constitution bonus will give you your total coolness score, which will be your hit points for this event.
Stop.
All right. So Zemenius, yeah. So the way that the song starts, it's like da-da, like the da-da-da, na-na-na. It's just Zemenius playing on his flute. Da-da-da, 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 da-da-da. And as the beat kind of starts dropping with that guitar, suddenly this light kind of expels from him as he casts fairy fire on the whole band, and everyone starts to glow this violet red color, and that's how he opens up the song.
Beautiful.
And then I think, so that's how he opens up. He's just he's carrying the beat on the flute. Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Nice.
Oh, are we all? I mean, we're not rolling by one. We're all contributing.
We'll do something
Yeah,
his roll just to establish his.
Okay.
His.
Oh, we want to establish roll first?
Yeah,
Okay,
this
cool.
establishing roll.
Okay, cool. So that's a performance, you said?
Yep.
All right. He will use his actual inspiration on this roll for sure. Nice. Okay.
All right.
So that's a 21.
Plus.
So then, what was the calculation?
So 21, doubled, will give you 42.
Okay.
Plus your Constitution modifier.
Which is +2.
Okay, so 44 is your pool of coolness.
All right. I can make a note of that.
Okay.
So we're on like a loading like a dock. Like is it like your classic like crates of this and that hanging around?
There are
on
the barrels, and there's kind of like other areas for the ship to be docked at with like poles and crates where things have been taken off ships but haven't been like put away yet. Absolutely. There's also the wall and all these windows with all these buccaneers that are like hanging out looking at you guys. You can see like tables in through the door there. But at the moment, things haven't moved back into the interior of the building. It's kind of happening out here live on the docks.
Okay, and the does Travis Moon, the 3-armed drummer, does he have a drum set?
He doesn't seem to have a drum set. No.
All right. Well, I got ideas. I mean, so this is like this is like a real heavy drum line here. It's just bum, bum,
Yeah.
It's all kick drum and cymbals. So what really I would like Carrie to do is like find like a empty barrel where she can just kind of slam on the barrel for the kick drum, and just like if there's, I don't know, some ship is unloading and there's just like a pair of like pans or something like that, or she just get the splash cymbal. She's supposed to bum, bum,
Yeah, you see some pans lying around just before the performance, and they're handy. So yeah, so for some hi-hat, beautiful.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna literally pound on barrels and clash pans together to lay down the beat alongside with Ximinius. Okay, so this is another performance check.
Yes.
All right, and I already have advantage, and if I'm this roll gives me hit points. It seems like I'll probably just want to throw in that bardic inspiration with this regardless. Is that kosher?
Do you have advantage? You can use it, but
You already have your advantage, remember?
It carried over because I got a crit last time.
You did. Sorry. I got you.
Because you rolled that crit, yeah.
Yes. So if I can both do advantage and use bardic inspiration to buff my hit points, I am not going to say no to that. Especially 22,
very nice.
And your inspiration die is a D6.
Yes.
Oh shit! There we go.
Wow.
6.
Okay. So I was gonna say,
28.
it gives you the my motive potential gives you the ability to roll that twice and take the better one when used on a skill check, but you already rolled max. So very nice.
So that's 56, and my con is actually +3, so that gets me to 59.
59. Wow.
Woo, see. I told you, Dr. Carey.
Carrie, stealing the show on the drums.
You're cooler than you think, Carrie.
Don't distract me, I'm keeping a beat.
All right, the beat's laced in. Nice. Okay. Ace or Axel, tell us how you're coming into this.
Ace throws his coat off first thing and opens up his shirt, gets the whole Robert Plant vibe going with the bare chest. And he's gonna start dancing in between the rest of them as Zozo and Carrie are building up the beat. I'm just gonna start kind of weaving in between the other band and dancing and kind of trying to get in their head, getting a little too close to some of them, rubbing up against the Minotaur, getting right into Tabaxi's face, breathing on it. And then I'll, take out my pan flute and play the the harmony weird part that's like.
All right. There's a lot of flute in this song.
Yeah, that's all we have.
It's the three flutes. Three flutes.
Mine's a pan flute, so if that makes a difference.
True, that's like 12 flutes in one.
Yeah.
Oh, we should have picked Stairway, dude.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna roll my performance as I'm dancing, frankly, too close to the rest of the band, getting in their personal space. I think I should use.
Nice.
So
Nice.
25 times 2 is 50, and my con modifier is +3. Yeah,
So 53. Wow. This is-
53 cool points.
everyone is beasting out with the first song. It's going really well. Axel.
Yeah, it's gonna change here shortly. Very, very shortly. Seeing all the flutes, I guess Axel's gonna put his away, but still stare at the guy who was staring at him, like kind of like walking the front row, and then he just starts doing backflips right in front of them while staring at him. Like his head almost never moves from the position, but he's doing backflips right in front of the guy. And then he starts flipping like they're not aerial kicks, but I forget what they're sideways like aerial kicks, and he's gonna start kicking while spinning around our group, kind of like keep up going behind like Ace's momentum. So it's like two of us like spinning around them at the same time.
But does it make a beat as you land?
So Minis would like to give Axel a bardic inspiration. Maybe while he's doing that, he's kind of matching his flute vibe with him a little bit, try to encourage him.
Do you want it to be just acrobatics, or do you want to make it performance and make it like add to the rhythm as you land in a specific way, like a almost a flamencan dance, that's adding another instrument?
I'm honestly gonna say it's just gonna be acrobatics, unfortunately.
Okay. So you can use acrobatics instead to be cooling it out. So. Oh boy!
All right.
You also have your bardic inspiration now, if you want to throw that on there.
Are you reserving it? Are you throwing
You
it
can
on now,
reserve it,
or are
no
you
problem.
reserving it?
I'm just gonna reserve it. Honestly, I'm just gonna hold that. 'Cause,
Okay.
yeah, if I do start something, so that's 48, 51.
51. Wow, everyone's massive. So, would someone like to explain how Vina joins in, or would you like me to run Vina? I would prefer if someone, or communally, you took control of Vina.
I think she must have to be our Robert Plant here.
Yeah, I think she'll have to do the vocals.
Yeah.
So she's coming in with the vocals.
Yeah.
Dr. Carey, do you
Wait,
want
you want to give us a little?
to lash us out with that last?
I just remind there's this old sketch show where they had a contest called Plant or Animal, where they played either like a howler monkey or Robert Plant, and they tried to have you guess which one you were hearing. But she's lots of all this.
Do you want to give us that one line that you knew off by heart?
Oh boy, I already blanked on it. Oh boy, I had the lyrics out. All right.
Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face. Stars will fill my dream.
Beautiful.
There's the one.
I am a traveler of both time and space.
Yada yada.
Excellent. Excellent.
Nice.
That obviously earns Vina advantage as well. So she has
Clearly.
+3 in her charisma. She's not skilled in performance, but she does have +3 in her charisma.
Well, that's also what I have on my roll.
Oh yeah,
so-
didn't we supposed to get pluses? I actually didn't have that.
I'm going to use those pluses in the next part where you direct your attacks at
I
the people you choose. Yeah.
It's just cool.
So this is establishing the coolness factor of the song, and then you're going to use them and now once you've established your hit points, attack the other band that are watching you.
Right, so I'll roll. This is her performance check. She has advantage.
Yes, with a +3 modifier.
Alrighty, which is what I have. Boy, did it there too. 21. So that's 42 plus you said a +3 con.
Yes.
All right, 45 for her.
Okay. Wow. This is an impressive first introduction.
Nah.
You can feel like the crowd's kind of in awe and have gone like quiet, and people are kind of like looking worried at the wasps, and there's a little bit of fidgeting amongst them as they watch your performance. You sense perhaps a moment of weakness. You can now, as the performance continues on and the song begins to unfold, you can direct your actual performance at the performer on the other band to kind of weaken them and take away from their coolness. It's tactical, so you could focus on someone, try to take them out completely, or just kind of like damage the coolness of each of them. That's up to you guys. So, Zemenius, where does Zemenius direct his coolness performance? Who is he trying to get under the skin of?
The frontman, of course. He's frontman to frontman. So he's going straight for what's his name? Not why am I thinking Giuseppe?
His name is Galileo
Scaramouche.
Galileo. I was like, Giuseppe is not it. Galileo, yeah. Galileo. He is directing his focus directly at him.
Okay.
Kind of like, if the frontman falls, then the rest of the band just never seems as cool.
Okay.
That's what he's going for.
His armor class is 19. His coolness armor class is 19. So that's the target for your performance check to damage him.
Okay.
So you've got to beat that score and to be able to actually do the damage to him.
Okay, so he is the as he's playing, the lights that's around everyone kind of suddenly disappears and goes dark as he starts glowing slightly. A little flame around him as he casts guidance on himself, and he kind of steps forward, goes down on one knee, and he's hitting his flute, and then gets up and dusts his shoulder off at Galileo, and that's his move.
Okay.
Right, so that is a +3. Plus. Let's see. Ooh, 22. So
it's a hit.
Catches them out.
It's a hit. Okay. While Galileo has his band around him, he takes half damage from coolness rolls. So he's going to take 11 damage from you instead of 22. Actually, did you add the +3? Okay, that added the +3.
I did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, cool. All right, so he takes 11 coolness damage. He is impressed, but his band around him is making him much harder to unsettle.
We have to take out the support first, or just power through.
All right.
Okay.
Who wants to direct their coolness attack next?
Well, I guess I should just go on one-on-one with the drummer. So I will go for Travis.
Okay. Travis's armor class, coolness armor class is 16.
Coolness armor class, and I just do my straight performance check again.
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, unfortunately, this is not...
It has a +3 as well from the song that you guys earned. So whatever your normal check is, +3.
Great. That will help me. Ooh, got it. 19 to...
Ooh, nice.
For drummer check.
Another hit.
Is their coolness AC, is that different from their hit points?
That's to try and damage their coolness pool. Yeah.
Right.
So now the roll that inflicts. So if you beat the roll that you got does that damage. So
I see. Okay, so I got it. So you okay?
Nice.
He is certainly unsettled. You see he's impressed by this 4-armed stomping hi-hat clashing rhythm that's pounding out, supported by this crazy flute. Though unsettled, Travis Moon is cool enough to remain standing. who goes next?
I will. Yeah. I'm gonna be dancing around the big minotaur with the cowbell, trying to mess with his timing, trying to just get in his head. So I'm dancing a circle around this guy, and then I'm playing harmony on the flute, backing up.
Okay, you're going for Jeff.
Jeff. Oh, Jeff, yeah. So I'm just playing as I kind of dance a little too close to him, all around him, just kind of slowly circling, and then I'll stop in front of him right as I finish and wink and use Mage Hand to slap him on the ass. Okay, so I'm adding my performance. Keep the beat, Jeff.
All right.
Okay, so that's nice.
Jeff's armor class, his coolness armor class, surprisingly, is 17.
Dang.
He seems unfazed by the slap on the butt. He's like, happens all the time. Happens all the time.
Literally all the time.
Sure it does, Jeff.
All right. That would bring us to Axel. Where is he directing his coolness attacks?
Who was the one that stared at me? That stared at Axel. I forget who it was when I pulled out the flute at the beginning.
It was the satyr. Buddy Tull.
Yeah. So Axel's gonna keep doing his acrobatics, but at the very end of one of his routines, he kind of like bounds forward, like full speed ahead on a dash, and pulls out his claws and scrapes it on the ground, kind of like at like Halloween Horror Nights type shit, where it sparks up and like almost throw it into his face, like right in front of him. Try to intimidate him, possibly.
Okay. All right.
You still want me to do a performance though?
No. I can dig the intimidation factor of the performance.
Cool.
Like in any good dance battle, right?
Yeah. I guess I'll throw my bardic inspiration on that for sure.
So you can roll it twice, and then you can roll it one more time. Nice, and then you also get plus
3 from the song itself.
3. So 16.
19.
No, it's 16. That is with my +3.
Oh, you have a +0 modifier on your intimidation? Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
So 16.
That's interesting.
Buddy Tull's coolness armor class is 15. That is a hit.
Oh, no.
And it has gone above his coolness pool. He only had 13 coolness points.
It's kind of a lame-o.
He is a secret lame-o on the group.
Yeah.
He kind of folds in.
No wonder you were so intimidated by the flip of the flute.
Just kind of
Come on,
turns
man.
around and disappears into the crowd. Totally laming out. There's a hiss from Scaramouche. What about Vina?
I think she'd probably have to go directly for Ariana.
Okay. Going at Ariana Aguilera. Ariana Aguilera's coolness armor class is 14.
14, all right. And she's doing the same +3 performance check that
Yep. So
I
she's
was
got a
doing
+6.
with the +3. Yep. Great. That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That is a hit. And Ariana's coolness hit points are 20.
Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Good job, Vina.
Yeah.
She fully gets into the song and just almost becomes like another person for a moment, where she's not self-conscious, not trying to be anyone else. She just embodies this song about this traveler through time and space.
Good, Vina. Good.
She's gonna trash the hotel room once we're done. You gotta watch her.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
I was already planning on doing that too.
All right. So, as she tries to sink off, like, Scaramouche is like, no. Buddy, come back now. We practiced this many times. You're not backing out on this now. But both Ariana and Buddy Tull, they are going to be performing with disadvantage from having been essentially eliminated from this challenge. And this dun-dun-dun starts playing out as from the back of Scaramouche he pulls this. Is it an axe? No. It's a lute, but it's a crazy looking lute. That lute looks like an axe. And he you see this electricity just come around in his claws and just he turns all of the sounds just like into electric sounds from this electrical hand that he's put into his lute. And they begin to sing, "For those upon this rock, we salute you. For those upon this rock." And just this beautiful AC/DC anthem inspired song starts coming out. And they're going to send their coolness attacks back at your guys' armor classes. So essentially, your armor class is going to be 10 plus your performance modifier plus your constitution modifier. Okay? Okay. So, on drums, still standing, Travis Moon is going to make his roll against his opposing drummer, Dr. Carey.
All right. I'm AC 16.
Okay. You're not that impressed, honestly. He seems shaken. There's a few drops in the rhythm, and he almost drops the drumstick at a certain point. He's sweating.
3 arms is okay.
Yeah.
No, it's Bella
The
who has
rhythm
the
is
3
off.
arms. It's Bella who has the 3
Oh,
arms.
is it?
Yeah. Ariana Aguilera on the lead vocals is gonna send her attack to Vina, who will have 16 as her armor class also.
Is she? Oh, okay. She has disadvantage, though, right?
She
Nothing
does.
matters.
So I
Yeah.
could roll that again, but it's
misses
still not
anyways,
going to be
but yeah.
enough.
I mean, she failed, yeah.
Yeah. Buddy Tull on the flute is going to send it at the man who's sparked in his face, trying to regain some of his lost dignity, but also with disadvantage.
My armor class is 11.
It's not enough. It's not enough. You're unfazed. You
Wow.
can see he can't look Axel in the face on the flute. It almost turns into a dirge. Jeff on cowbell
This is the battle.
is going at ace. He's going at ace. He's not that great a performer. He does have physical prowess, though. He is giving everything he's got to the cowbell.
Cowbell is a formidable weapon.
But
Man!
it's not enough to
Wait, they're
upset
purple.
ace.
It's, my AC would be
What's Ace's AC?
20.
What?
He was halfway there.
Gracious.
Yeah,
Wow.
Performance is +7, and my con modifier is +3.
Okay.
Ace is even cooler than Dominius. Dominius is like, oh, hell yeah.
It's just totally unfazed by the performance.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
All arms crossed.
Galileo Figaro is obviously returning his attack towards Zemenius. Is 16
18.
enough? 18.
Yeah.
It's good, but with his faltering band around him, it's not good enough. And you guys stand tall after the performance. There's a kind of scattered applause, but people are kind of getting worried. And Scaramouche.
Are we winning anyone over in their crowd?
Yeah, you definitely are. They're
Good.
secretly kind of being won over, but you can tell that Scaramouche is like, all right, we're taking this inside. And he pushes past Bella, who's like, what's happening here? He's like, to the stage! And
Nice.
everyone kind of files in, and the door now to the room where Bella emerged from is open, and you're kind of alone on the docks. Are you following them in?
Dominius follows them, yeah, definitely.
I smile.
Got him on the run, boys.
Team society, forward.
Yeah. I smile right at Bella as I walk past.
Because I tip over a barrel and start rolling it.
Okay. Scaramouche declares, time for one-on-ones. Ariana's like, I'm done. I need a drink. And she just goes to like a barrel and fills up a massive tankard of like a mega pint, essentially.
Space ale.
Yeah.
We should totally have a bottle of Space Jack Daniels to be passing around on this.
Oh, fancy wine. Yeah. Minius takes out one of his bottles of fancy wine, pops it with his teeth, starts passing it around.
Nice. Let me share the map with you guys. Where are you guys going to head in the in what seems to be essentially like a tavern of sorts with like a large performing stage on one side?
So Minius goes straight for the stage.
Of course.
Yeah. It's not going to cede that ground.
The rest of your crew are, of course, very impressed. You're winning huge respect amongst your own crew. They are taking up seats around the place. I won't put their tokens on the board just to save time. They're sitting around in the spare places around the room.
Nice.
No, I'm not going to lift this thing up on the stage. Come on now.
Individual challenge. Travis Moon kind of spins his drumsticks around, points at Dr. Carey, and says, I'll take you on, forearms.
Bring it. Two arms and more, and some actual drumsticks.
Okay. They're gonna go first this time, as you guys went first last time.
Okay.
And he starts beating out like this really catchy tune, and you can see that everyone in the tavern love this tune, and they start all going like do 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 in rhythm to his drum beats, and he starts playing out the beat to Smooth Criminal, and then at a certain point it's like, you've been hit by a wild space criminal, and everyone's like do 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 do. And he's gonna have another roll at Dr. Carey. The crowd are fully into it, providing him advantage on this check, unless there's some way that the group are able to meddle with things and counteract that. Are everyone respecting the performance? Are they going to accept him getting advantage, or are they trying to unstabilize his performance?
It'd probably be impolite to, actually attack someone at this point.
Yeah, so just attack him. I'm
gonna roll. I'm gonna actually just roll my own personal Constitution check here to see if Carrie is willing to. Well, after the dream that we had last night, Carrie is feeling a little more. Malicious might not be quite the right word, but a little more Machiavellian than she used to be. So I think actually what I want to do is use the whisper, use the message cantrip that we've been using to talk around the ship, which of course is supposed to be whispered. And she just wants to count. She wants to totally count off beat. She's 1, 2, 3.
Great. That's great.
1, 2, 3, 3, 3.
Which will give him disadvantage, so you're cancelled out his advantage and making it a normal roll. And it throws him, and he's unable to hit you in the cool spot. So, Dr. Carey, what will Dr. Carey be doing for her individual performance.
Okay, this is certainly much too much of a deep cut, but
Yeah.
sticking with the Led Zeppelin, I'm gonna point out that in Moby Dick, there is a 2-minute drum solo, just. She wants to absolutely do the solo from Moby Dick on her pots and pans, and kick over the stool, beat on the barrel. Use every single resonant thing in reach of any of her hands to do the most ridiculous drum solo that one can imagine.
Excellent. All right.
This is just a straight performance check.
Yes, at this stage, yes.
Unfortunately, she's being very ambitious and does not have the skills to back it up. That's a 5.
Okay, so Travis Moon has survived. You've kind of gone into.
She got
in your head. It's so much bitter.
She got bigger than her britches.
It kind of just looks like you're just destroying things, kicking things over.
Fair enough. I take a swig of the wine.
Nice. Okay, so Jeff on cowbell is gonna come up next and point at Axel. No, Ace. And he's gonna play the musical line on cowbell of "Fear the Reaper." Don't fear the Reaper. And someone calls from the back. I've got a fever, and the only cure is more cowbell. And it just inspires him to beat even more. As he's jazzed up by this, the crowd seems to love this, and getting into it are going to provide him advantage unless someone's going to intervene, as Dr. Carey did, to try and unsettle him. Is anyone going to do that, or are you going to respect his cowbell performance?
I mean,
he said he was used to a goosing, but you can really test that.
Yeah. Ace, do you have anything that you're gonna do?
yeah, actually, yeah. I think I will just give that a shot again with the mage hand, like as he's making his move to walk up and perform, just kind of mage hand and slap right in the ass as I wink at him.
Extreme ass slap.
All right, let's give that a sleight of hand check to see if you're unable to unsettle him there.
Oh, it hovers on.
He seems to be like ready for it. He kind of ducks his butt out the way. He's like, "I told you, man. Happens all the time, all the time."
I tip my hat to him.
All right. He's going at Ace's huge coolness armor class. It's good, but it's not that good. Maybe someone else, but...
I mean, it's not bad.
Alright.
Sorry for a cowboy.
All right. How does Ace respond?
Okay. Thinking I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep the Led Zeppelin trend going, and I'm gonna start off with. I'll hop up on the stage. I'm gonna start off "Immigrant Song." I feel like that kind of is fitting for what we're doing, traveling, I guess, through space. So yeah, I'm just gonna. Just like right up in miniature space. Come from a land of. What's this? God damn it! I should have thought of this.
The dog's joining in the background.
My dog wants to play it. Come from the land of the Fae, and I don't know how to change the words.
Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so just
Something to that effect.
the song is which one?
Immigrant Song.
It's the Thor song.
Yeah, it was in School of.
Boom, ba-da-ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-ba-ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-ba-ba-boom.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Okay.
Uh,
For actually singing for us and getting your dog to join in, have advantage.
Nice. So we're gonna be rolling performance. Let's see.
Woo.
Not too bad.
A heavy hit. A heavy hit. Jeff's coolness pool is 18. He's out of there.
Damn.
He puts down the cowbell and hangs his head in shame.
Don't
Sorry,
walk in
Captain.
shame, Jack. You're still pretty cool.
All right. The only one left protecting Galileo is Travis Moon. Galileo.
Can I interject for 1 second?
Yes, absolutely.
Carrie looks over to Galileo and shouts, "Freebird!"
Play Freebird!
What if he was actually going to perform for you?
Play Freebird!
He shakes his head. Just like, still learning that one.
So Minius is going to say
Create an opening right there.
Freebird and use cast command as he said Freebird to Galileo.
All right, he's got a saving throw, right?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
All right. What's the DC on that?
Oh, it's DC. It is DC. I think 15. Freebird!
Oh, he's like,
Excellent.
I'm much better.
that was
All right, free bird. Making him perform something that he's still doesn't know all the chords to, and it's just not that great. Giving him disadvantage on his roll. It doesn't go well. It doesn't go well. He's getting uncomfortable, and he kind of comes off stage like, what is happening? What is happening? He will take double damage on this turn, and his performance has damaged Travis Moon, leaving him exposed. So for the finishing blow, you can still combo. Axel is still, no one's.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually.
Axel,
I want to ask Axel. I want to ask Axel for Samir to go up to him and say, Axel, on my mark, I want you to throw me as high as you can in the air. Basically, can you do that?
Captain.
All right. So it's just Galileo is the only one that's left.
Yeah, and he's gonna take double damage on this turn because of his such
sick.
terrible performance.
So yeah, so Minis goes up and starts playing. Doo, doo. He's kind of grooving on the flute slow. And then he starts up with, listen to the wind blow. And as he's playing, there's just like heat waves coming off of him. Run in the shadow. Damn your love, damn your lies. And he goes on, he's playing, he's getting into the song, and then when it really starts getting into the song, he gives Axel the nod to throw him into the air.
Nice.
Sweet.
Give us just let us see how the throw, how amazing it is, Axel. Just give us the athletics check there.
Yep. All right.
I'll use my inspiration.
Okay.
Do it again. Better.
It's bitter. It's bitter.
Definitely.
It's enough for advantage. It's not as Axel knows he could do better. His hands got a little bit slippery, but there's enough height for Zemenius to make a spectacular move for advantage.
As he's flying in the air, he casts Featherfall as he's coming down. So he's floating and he's lying on his back, playing. and then he casts Burning Hands through his fire tenacity innate spells, and just from the end of the flute comes a plume of flame. He's just like rocking out.
No roll is required.
Yeah.
No roll is required.
Oops, that's the wrong one, but yes.
No, it's too cool. Please don't roll. Please do not roll.
Okay.
In honor of the amazingness of that moment, that is an auto crit. And
Okay, hell yeah.
the Galileo concedes defeat. You see him get up and he begins just a slow clap. And everyone gets to their feet and they join in the slow clap. And soon they're cheering and they're pouring tankards of drink and they're shoving it into your hands and they're like, yeah! Ink Society! And
Yeah, so Venus is pulling everyone up on the stage. He's pulling Axel, he's pulling Dr. Carey onto the stage, he's pulling Ace, and they, doing the whole band thing of like gesturing to each person and getting each person a round of applause, making them bow and stuff. Like, this is Ink Society, a flaming brilliance.
yeah, that was it. A flaming brilliance. I forgot. Yeah, that was the rest of the name.
You didn't even drop that part. We're kind of workshopping it. Perhaps Ink Society is a little bit cool.